Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I, of course, am Cerberian, and I will be your guide through the wasteland of tomorrow. So, at the moment, nice. At the moment, we are uh, basically trying to increase our survival skill, um, primarily by rifling through the underbrush and trying to find more stuff. So, we get food and stuff. There's a dog and a zombie dog fighting. And B, why are they raccoon aggressive? I don't know. And B, we train up our survival, which is what we need. Hey, that dog wants to fight us. And that's something that we really need to ensure that we can get a proper uh, digging tool. All right, hit it twice. Looks like it's running away. Yeah, that's right. Go on, run. Why is this squirrel pissed off? I don't know. The aggression counter is kind of weird right now. I'll try throwing these throwing sticks at it and see if that can deal some proper damage to it. Alternatively, uh, because it takes more movement to walk through underbrush, we can get extra hits on it before it can retreat if we force it to move through that through that underbrush. But with an animal as fast as a dog is, you can see how much how much role encumbrance plays part in your actual accuracy, right? So this is basically telling us if it wasn't for the fact that our torso encumbrance is providing a penalty, we would have hit, all right? And you can see we have a penalty of 28 to our torso encumbrance. Um, is that right? 1, 11, 18, yeah, 28 encumbrance penalty, all right, to our torso. So if we didn't have that, we would be scoring a lot more hits. All right, that dog's run off, at least for now. All right, hit it. Got it. All right. Took a while, but we got meat, stomach, and bones. So we'll take all of those. We'll clear out this dog. Looks like there's a zombie. Oh, yeah, there's a zombie down here and someone throwing sticks. So we'll get that. There we go. Looks like there's a proper pot here. So we'll grab that. So you can use the craft a felt patch. Interesting. There's another pot here. There's a zombie child. I don't know. A wood saw. Do we have a wood saw already? I think we do, but we'll remember that there is one here. Computer world, yeah, we'll take that. Uh, won't bother with that. Pair of winter boots. Oh well. Let's move along. We are training our survival, not our dog crushing. Tough zombie, zombie soldier. We'll go the other way, even though there's probably a dog around here somewhere. A wolf, not a dog. How are we doing on survival? 79%. Getting there slowly. We're hungry and thirsty, so let's have a bit of a drink and a bit of a feed. There we go. There is one other way that we could increase the amount of experience that we're getting. You'll notice that at the moment our focus is 47. That means that we are taking a fairly hefty penalty on our experience gain. Uh, an alternative would be to get that guitar and have it playing while we're doing it. That will raise our focus by raising our morale, and we'll be able to have a better time at actually. Oh, we'll just have a quick read through. Yeah, computer skill to 1. Cool. We'll have a better time of actually learning. So we'll get more experience and put that away. We'll get more experience out of it. So right now, let's cook. We might be able to find some survival recipes that we can cook as well. So matchbook, there we go. And all right, what do we got? Fabrication. This one's survival. We could make these. I mean, they're sticks and 2x4s, and they're pretty common. And we could just spam these. This one's fabrication, fabrication. This is survival, but we're already higher skill than that. That's fun. What about food? No, these are ammunition. Food. Well, we could take some seeds, stems, and seeds. And these are all low cooking level. Either way, we need to cook the stuff up. So we'll cook up the meat. Well, it's drizzling, so we have to relight everything. And we will cook up the wild veg. But just 6 of them, I think. And what we'll do is we will make some seeds. It's not much, but okay. All right, there's survival 3. All right, so we got survival 3. What can we get from survival 3? Okay, so find skill survival. So we're one level away from a hobo stove, but we can make a hand axe. We don't want a hand axe. Hand axes are okay, but we have one better than that. Um, we are after. I think we can make the. We should be able to make it by now. We might need more fabrication out of it. Oh well. Survival skills. Okay, so field point wooden arrows. These would be okay. We can probably make these and get a fabrication, but that's fabrication, not survival. Okay. Um, what we want is we need something with survival 3 that we can work with that will actually give us something more than just junk that we're never going to use again. So Leather hides, well, we need hide for that, so that's not going to help. Resonance cord, maybe. We use it to make very few things though. Bone glue is now too low level, and now it's cooking, and yeah. So survival is going to be problematic. So let's check out our skill book. All right, we do have skill books. Let's see what we got. That won't be it. That won't be it. No, not likely. Trap and field. I think that's no, that's for shooting. I think. I'm not sure. We do have any survival books. All right, what do we got? Construction, computers, survival to 2. We already have that. First aid, mechanics, electronics, construction, nothing. Fabrication 6. First aid, mechanics, computers, tailoring, fabrication, throwing, cooking, shotguns, construction, unarmed. This could be useful. This could be useful. Fabrication, electronics, mechanics, cooking, electronics, fabrication, archery, cooking, electronics, handguns, tailoring, and now we're in food. So we do not have any survival books that are actually useful to us. We might have to just keep working away at it, but maybe we can have some things out of fabrication that we can use instead. And it might unlock things that we can use with our survival stuff, right? Um, like for example, this, right? The bindle, it uses survival, and there are plenty of other survival skills as well that we can try. I don't want to grind hand axes. Yes, I know they're easy, but I don't want to grind them because eh, it's just weird. It's gamey. It's a little bit too gamey for my liking. We will, of course, I guess we can make one. Mm, see, the problem with the hand axe is that level 1 tree cutting is virtually worthless. We can use it I can activate it to cut a tree, but we can't cut a big tree, right? It's almost worthless to us. We have a knife for better butchering, and cutting, hammering, and wood sawing. We have other tools for that, right? I mean, it's light enough that we could probably have it and then maybe use it to throw them at things. But yeah, it's largely it will be largely gamey to have so many of them. On the other hand, now that we're one skill away, we can try for the hobo stove. We'll probably fail, as we've got a very high chance of failing, but we can try. And it only takes 5 minutes. You know what? Why not? Let's try and make a hobo stove. Fail, but don't waste materials. And the best part is that we got 4% at the moment, and we succeed. Brilliant. All right, so we have ourselves a hobo stove. So no need to be all grindy and get that up. So let's make some tinder again real quick. We'll use a pine bough because we have plenty of those. Good, good. Now we go to our hobo stove. Where is it? Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay, so we have a hobo stove and we will reload it with tinder. Good. And we can reload with one working of um, our thing. And now, yes, one tool with food cooking of 2 or more, and hot plate. So the hobo stove counts as a hot plate. And it takes 2 charges to make cooked fruit. That's pretty cool. We'll shell these hickory nuts as well. So thanks to this, we now have a very good source of food, or at least cooking, because we can make tinder out of almost anything. The stove itself is super light and not that cumbersome. It's got a volume of 6 and a weight of 1.4. That's not too bad. Could be better, but it's probably the best we're going to get, especially with the fuel that it uses. So this is going to basically make food almost um, easy, like really, really easy. So that's cool. Um, so our next step. So now we don't need the digging tool of 2. So what do we need next? So we have food and we have clean, virtually unlimited clean water. What do we need next? So we could stay and read up all of our books, and that's definitely going to be beneficial, especially at night when we don't necessarily want to walk around, or maybe we do. We definitely want to go and raid some of these things, especially the grocery store, because there will be a shopping cart that we can steal there. They're pretty much guaranteed to shop to grocery stores, and there's also going to be plenty of food that we can bring back with us. So grocery store is definitely high on the list. It's relatively close to the outskirts of town as well, so that's excellent. Fast food restaurants as well for the food, because there's going to be food there. That's definitely high on the list. The cathedral and the church are also relatively close to the edge of town, I think. And these suburbs as well are going to be a reasonable target. Um, Bookstore is definitely going to be a good target. We definitely want to hit the bookstore and definitely the garage because the 2 garages that we have up here are going to have hopefully vehicle tools that we can use, specifically the hacksaw and hopefully the welding goggles. They're going to be very useful to us. Uh, get some cooked meats and lots of pineapple tea. So yeah, those are the kinds of things that we are going to want to raid for. I'm not sure about going in there tonight though. I want to do a little bit of reading and get some skills up. My construction, I want to get the construction up and perhaps electronics as well. Getting our archery up would be excellent too, but sewing. Sewing is extremely handy, or tailoring. So I think I might try for tailoring first. Hang on, stop for a sec. We'll grab the guitar and we will activate it for our focus. I don't know if focus does affect book learning, but no reason not to. Plus, I'm sure it helps to cheer up everybody else in the area. Everybody likes a bard. 80%, 84%, 91%, 99, and done. So now we have tailoring too. Let's see if we have anything interesting. Wooden clogs, a quiver. The quiver works great with a bow because a quiver only has encumbrance of 2, and you wear it anyway. Um, yeah, encumbrance is 2. Right? That's virtually nothing. That's almost insignificant. So with a quiver, you can carry around a whole bunch of arrows or crossbow bolts, and you can very easily. Uh, well, it's a quiver. Come on, it's a quiver. I shouldn't have to explain a quiver. Boxer shorts on the short panties, bikini bottom. If you're into cross-dressing or if you're a girl. Hot pants. Work gloves, leather vambraces. Leather vambraces could be useful. 9 bash, 9 cut armor for your arms with environmental protection as well. Um, so leather vambraces could be useful. Might actually make one. We've got the stuff. How much total armor do we have? I wonder if I can find out. Because this shows us our encumbrance and our warmth. What armor? 2, 5, Plus 9. We got 14 on our torso. Is there 14 anywhere? No, I don't think so. Would be really awesome if we had like a total armor display somewhere. In here, maybe? Oh, if we go here, we can actually see what effect the encumbrance has. So melee attack rolls minus 65%. So we have less than a half chance to hit. We have reduced dodge skill. It's down by 6. Swimming cost is 400 extra movement points. And melee thrown attacks cost an extra 65 movement points. So everything is slower with torso. So if you're in combat and you really need to hit, and you really need to not be hit, then you want to dump your torso encumbrance. It's so high right now because of playing the guitar. The guitar is encumbering a torso by like 26 points. Head, it limits how much, it just limits how much you can put on. But eyes, so you can see here that it provides as a penalty when checking traps or firing range weapons and when throwing items. Mouth makes it difficult to breathe, so it affects how fast the stamina regenerates. Arms affect melee attacks and accuracy with range weapons. It's interesting that the encumbrance that we have on here doesn't seem to either doesn't seem to be having an effect, or um, yeah, either doesn't seem to be having any effect at all, or um, it just not stated. I don't know. But here we go. Our hands have actual effects, and legs. So running costs an extra +4 movement, swing costs +50 movement, dodge skills are -5 because of encumbrance. Feet running costs an extra 2. So you can see here that a bit more raw information about encumbrance stats. Um, Skills doesn't really do anything. Doesn't really show anything. This just restates the obvious. So you can see here what effects it has. So chili head reduces speed by 2, and playing instrument reduces speed by 15. So because it distracts you, and yeah, that's about it really. Nothing that we didn't know before. So nothing useful there. So yeah, it would be really awesome if we had a total armor display, because when you have multiple pieces of clothing, um, how about this? Can we show a total armor? I don't think so. But we do have an explanation. So the first number is the summed encumbrance from all clothing on that body part. So that's the 55. Second number is the encumbrance caused by the number of clothing on that body part. So if you have too many items of clothing, like if you put on like 5 t-shirts, then you'll get extra encumbrance even if each item encumbers you less. Um, and the sum of these values is the effective encumbrance value a character has for the body part. So that'd be 65. So we have a 65 encumbrance. But yeah, it would be really nice to see the total armor. Although I think there might be a chance that the armor is affects only that particular component. So you want your high armor components out, which means they're less likely to actually be damaged, whereas a backpack could be torn a lot easier. Yeah, I'll have to look up armor and get more information. But we got tailoring 2. We'll get it up to 3 and see if we can find anything interesting there. We'll have a quick drink. No, we need some water first. Do we have any bottles that we are not using? Yeah, there's a plastic bottle. That's it. Okay, well, let's go grab some water because we have a hobo stove, which is awesome. There's only 6 water left in here. Uh, do we want some tea or some water? Let's get some kind of dandelion tea. Dandelion tea gives you more enjoyability and only 2 quench less than clean water. So this one is the preferred option. Put it in the canteen. And recipe is memorized, so it takes a little bit less time. And we're gonna eat some of our cooked meats. And we'll continue reading for sewing. Or tailoring, as the case may be. And we're memorizing a bunch of recipes as well, which is excellent. Um, a recipe that is memorized, you can make at any point in time, regardless of what's around you, as long as you have the ingredients and the tools. If you haven't memorized the recipe, then you need to have the book on you to be able to make it. So you can make a recipe that is in a book nearby, even if you don't have the um, if you even haven't memorized it. Also, if you haven't memorized the recipe, then there is also a slightly higher chance for the recipe to fail. So fingerless gloves, boonie hat, leather cat ears. Um, oh, it's a piece of fancy clothing, which makes you happy when you wear it. Wooden clogs, which presumably would probably make a lot of noise. And that's about it, really. That's all the level 3 tailoring that we have the ingredients for. A birch bark quiver. Not sure what the advantage is, because the encumbrance is 5. And I suppose if you don't have the leather. You can also make a large. We can make a large leather which holds 60 arrows and only encumbered by 3, which is also excellent. Bone armor boots. Very interesting gear here. Bone armor gauntlets. Proper leather arm guards. Yeah, that'll be nice. A leather vest. 14 bash and cut protection. That'll be cool. Hmm. These will be interesting. We'll investigate these a little bit further down the road. But for now, what I'll do is I'll put a break in the episode. We'll go ahead and start thinking about making another raid. It's 12:30 in the afternoon. We want to do a quick scout out and then start our incursion as night falls. But we'll do a quick scout. I think I'll head for the grocery store first to grab the food that we can before it starts going any more rotten. And then probably sweep through these houses and check out these houses too. And then move into the cathedral and see what's in there. Because cathedrals can have a little bit of a hodgepodge of gear because some people would have gathered to the cathedral to try and um, survive the apocalypse. But obviously, not all of them would have succeeded, and there might be some enemies there. Either way, we'll go have a look and check that out in the next episode. But for now, like, subscribe, do all that, and I will see you in the next one.